8:48 Tuesday night on Mander Lane in Elwood, where Suffolk police respond to a report of a man screaming and breaking items inside his home. Two officers entered, and when they found 54-year-old Alan Weber with a fencing mask on and two fencing swords in his hands, one officer fired his taser.
The taser did not have an effect on our subject, and at which time he charged at our officers. Our other officer that was there at the scene pulled out his firearm and shot several times at our subject, and our subject went down.
Suffolk Police Commissioner Rodney Harrison says he has watched police camera video of the confrontation and at this time believes the fatal police shooting was justified.
The individual had two items that could cause very much of an injury to our officers. The officers did use a taser at first. They did ask the subject to drop the swords. He had once again, a fencing mask on as well. And him charging at the officers, I feel that the officers had no other choice but to use what they had to use to stop the threat.
Some neighbors report police had been here earlier in the day.
5 o'clock is when we talked to the cops.
Natalie Kaufman lives across the street and says the suspect had come up to her door earlier, shortly after which she says her husband found rosary beads with a drop of blood on them on her front door.
We did feel uncomfortable. We did feel unsafe. To be honest, we have a Jewish last name, so when I saw a rosary bead on my door and heard that he was taking mail, he saw our last name, I was a little unsettled by that.
Still, Kaufman and other neighbors expressed concerns about whether the situation had to lead to the killing of the suspect.
There were two prior calls. One was at 4:50. There was a disturbance of one individual arguing with another individual. Our officers responded to that job, and then at 6:58, there was a person with mental illness job.
The police commissioner says the investigation is still looking at whether this was a mental health issue. Steve Langford for NewsdayTV.